then, please remove your cover and bow your heads with me. Dear Lord, I thank you for allowing us to gather here today to celebrate this wonderful occasion. I want to thank you for the parents, coaches, teachers, administrators, and friends that you have placed in all of our lives. Lord, I pray that as we embark on new journeys, we are constantly reminded of your goodness and faithfulness. I pray that in the midst of disappointment, we look to you for strength and comfort, and in the midst of success, we look to you in joy and celebration. I ask that you constantly remind us that no matter where we go or what we face, you will be there to guide and direct us. Lord, help us to enliven hope in the world and bring good things to your kingdom. For this is the day that you have made. Let's be glad and rejoice in it. Amen.
The American Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
We would like to welcome you to the Highland High School graduation of class of 2022. At this time, I would like for you to welcome to our stage Ms. Justynne to deliver the salutatorian address.
Good evening, everyone. I am thrilled to welcome you all to our 2022 Highland graduation. I want to start off by thanking everyone for coming to support us and for helping make this night a special one. I also want to thank a few individuals for their work here tonight. Ms. Lloyd, Ms. Holscher, Mrs. Moffitt, Mrs. Boyle, as well as all the custodians. Thank you all so much for everything you have done. I especially want to thank all the people who helped me get to where I am and who have influenced who I am today. To all my teachers, friends, and family members, thank you. You all mean so much to me, and I want you to know how much I genuinely appreciate all that you have done. Lastly, I want to thank my family. I'm grateful to my mother for always pushing me and helping me even though I said I didn't need any help. I also appreciate my father for always working hard to make sure everything is all right, even though he has an already busy schedule. Finally, Cheyenne and Brooklyn. I can't say how much I look up to both of you and am constantly inspired by you. The two of you have made me such a lucky younger sister, and I'm so thankful for you both. One last time, thank you all. Now, enough of that sentimental stuff. Let's focus attention back on the seniors of 2022. I'd like all my classmates to take a moment, look around, and see where you are and who you are with. We made it, and not only that, but we made it together. Whether you were a part of the original 5, aka Court, Crae, Levi, Madison, and myself, who started together here in pre-K, or if you joined us later on, the Highland class of 2022 wouldn't be the same without each of you. Now, they say hindsight is 20/20. I think we have all seen proof of that throughout the years. All of us have had our ups and downs, but if we look back with the knowledge and skills we have today, we probably could have avoided a few situations. For example, with 20/20 hindsight, we would know better than to wrestle one another, like Wayne did, Danielle did, on the practice field during Coach Richard's class. The same thing goes with the time when Creed and Hunter were fighting over the Bible in Miss Hamlin's. Even though these events were funny at the time, and let's admit it, are still funny to those who witnessed them, we've learned that this wasn't the best way to handle disagreements. However, these funny conflicts aren't what make us a close group, but the times that trip us up certainly do. Whether it is actually tripping up the stairs in front of a crowd to get an award, or if it's tripping over a trash can to try and cut in the lunch line, or just going through a rough time. Having each other's backs helps us get back up and move on, unless someone brings it back up in a speech. If we used our 20/20 hindsight, then most of these tripping accidents could have been avoided. However, there was something that happened during our sophomore year that no one could have seen coming: the coronavirus. Although some of us may look back on when we were quarantined as a fun time to not do a lot of schoolwork, We missed some great opportunities that left us somewhat unfulfilled. For me, personally, it was not being able to see how far our one-act play group could go with our powerful play, The Girl in the White Pinafore. For others, it was missing out on the rest of basketball season and track. In spite of this, we came back the following year and worked even harder. Our efforts led us to success, especially in our senior year. We had state powerlifters, state hurdlers, state one-act play participants, state golfers, and state robotics engineers and marketeers. We had numerous accomplishments this year and throughout our entire high school time because of every individual's hard work and dedication, as well as the amazing coaches, teachers, friends, and family members who supported and pushed us along the way. Due to the hard times and challenges that we have faced, we learned so much along the way. We learned to keep pushing ourselves and to do so while having fun. It might have been a rocky road, but we persevered and came back stronger than ever. So even though hindsight is 2020, I know that the future is clearly the class of 2022. I'm so proud to be graduating with y'all. It's been a pleasure to get to know each of you. However, it's important to remember that this isn't the end, but rather the beginning of the rest of our adult lives. How weird is that? We're actually adults now. But seriously, I can't wait to see how far each of you will go in life. Looking at you all now, I can see amazing electricians, photographers, nurses, teachers, engineers, directors, journalists, chefs, and power linemen that will make the world a better place in the years to come with their talents, skills, and knowledge. As I take one last moment to reminisce about our crazy journey here, I can honestly say that I'm proud to be a member of the class of 2022. Now let's get ready to step into the world and make our dreams reality. Good night and God bless.
At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Crae Chapman to deliver our valedictorian address.
I apologize in advance for the length of my speech. Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for coming to support us graduates, the class of 2022. None of us here tonight can express how grateful we are to have each and every one of you here as we celebrate this incredible milestone of ours. I would like to start off by thanking a few people that have helped me throughout my life leading up to tonight. First, I would like to thank Highland. By Highland, I mean that includes every teacher, staff member, coach, board member, student, and family that is tied to this school and makes this community one of the best places to be a part of. Next, I'd like to thank my close friends for making me laugh when days were tough and smile when life got hard. You know exactly who you are, and I thank each and every one of you. And thank you to my church family for loving me since the day I was born and showing me how to live a life through Christ. Thank you to my role models too, my hurdling coach, Mr. Eddie, and my youth minister, Zach Bailey. These two men have dedicated their lives to constantly loving and encouraging young men like me, and they stand today as an example of the man I desire to become. A man of never-ending compassion, kindness, and faithfulness. Mr. Eddie and Zach, I thank you. Last but certainly not least, my family. I could not have asked God for a better family than one I have now. Most of all, I could not have asked for better siblings or parents. Thank you, Dad, for always taking me to early practices before work and giving me money for food when Mom already said no. Thank you, Mom, for encouraging me before and after every competition, telling me to never doubt my abilities and talents, and making me laugh whenever I needed it the most. There's not a better pair of parents than y'all in this world, and I try my best to make y'all proud. I hope I'm not doing that bad of a job so far. So now that I got all my thank yous out of the way, I'm sure you're all wondering what I plan to speak about. My one goal was to write something that wouldn't bore y'all to tears, and I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty tough. I finally came up with 5 essential lessons to take into consideration as we embark on this next chapter. But I added a personal twist to each lesson. I've tied each one with some of my favorite quotes, most being from movies since I hope to become a director someday, but also personal encounters with you guys, my classmates. So everyone sit back and listen up and take mental notes for what I'm about to say. Hopefully, it may just help you out. Lesson number 1. Of course, I have to start out with one of the best movies and quotes of all time, Forrest Gump. Say it with me. life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Us humans are incapable of predicting what life plans to throw at us. So stop trying to shape and mold the future ahead of you, but rather just live it. Crae had no clue God was going to bless him with amazing genes built to excel in hurdling, pole vault, and rodeos, but he just rolled with it. Do you think the iconic sport known today as basketball was ready for a guy like Court Sargent to dunk like a maniac? Nope, but he did it anyways. Or the time when Court wasn't able to run the mile relay at the regional track meet, who stepped up even though he had never run the race before? Colton Morgan. And lastly, Hunter, like many of us, had no clue about the start of a large robotics program here at Highland. He could have steered away and focused on other activities, but Hunter saw the potential in this new program. He helped our robotics team immensely, or as he likes to say, carried it on his back. God throws some crazy, unpredictable, yet awesome things your way. We all need to learn to smile, nod, and roll with the plan He has set for us. Lesson number 2. I know that was only one lesson. Another favorite movie of mine is Gladiator. If you haven't seen this movie, please culture yourself and watch this incredible movie. If you haven't seen this film, Maximus Meridius says, "Imagine where you will be, and it will be so." We are all leaving this place with dreams. Dreams of a future with a certain career, lifestyle, family, or whatever the case may be. If we want to make these dreams a reality, we have to pursue them with every ounce of dedication we possess. Take Madison and Justynne, for example. This year, our One at Crae team dreamt of advancing to the state competition. We all took this into consideration, but every year, I noticed dedication, drive, and commitment in 2 people in particular, and that was found in Justynne Petty and Madison Bowen. Without them, I know our trip to state would never have happened. In a similar case, take Nate, Crae, and Gage. These 3 joined our newly built powerlifting program and sought a trip to the state competition. They all worked harder than ever, every day, and fought for their tickets to state. Thanks to their hard work, Crae, Nate, and Gage all advanced to the meet and accomplished their goal. And from what I can see, Katie's passion for photography seems to define who she is. I know she plans to pursue this passion, and I hope she never loses her dedication. So as for the rest of us, we must all discover our dreams and goals, picture them as a reality, and dedicate our days working towards them. Lesson number 3. This quote doesn't come from a movie, but could I give a speech without including a line from the best TV show to ever exist? The Office? Of course not. If you know me well, you know how much of an obsession I have with the show, so spare me the eye rolls and the sighs, and just bear with me. You all saw this coming. While Dwight Schrute has many inspirational quotes, my favorite might have to be, "I am ready to face any challenge that might be foolish enough to face me." We must be ready and prepared for the struggles we are going to face. These hurdles are inevitable, but I believe in each and every one of us. For example, at our area One at Crae competition this past year, our entire programming for lights was extremely messed up. Rather than freak out or complain, Presley, our lights technician, stayed calm, helped the technicians reprogram our lights, and later win yet another award for Best Lighting Technician. Another great example would be Asia. Minutes before the district track meet was about to take off this year, Coach Smith and Coach Torrey realized how little girls there were in the pole vault. After receiving approval, Asia, who had never pole vaulted before, rose up to face the challenge and ended up advancing all the way to the regional competition. And I'll always respect the incredible golfing abilities of Levi Muncie. After winning second as a team at the state golfing tournament his junior year, everyone, besides him, graduated. Levi was left all by himself, but this past season, he found a new group of hardworking golfers and led them all the way to the state competition for yet another year. Challenges are tough, but so are you. Lesson number 4. I also consider myself a big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I know it probably sounds stupid or whatever, but those movies are good. In Avengers Age of Ultron, Vision has one line that has really stuck with me as a graduating senior. A thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. It's a privilege to be among them. Looking back on the past years we've spent together, I become filled with sadness that those moments are merely a memory now. Something I cannot get back or relive or feel again. But now, I realize the time I did spend among you all was still beautiful, and I will always be grateful. There are two people in particular in this front row that no matter how hard I try, I can never forget. Gracie, there is no person in this world that has made me laugh harder than you have. From the time you dropped your Harry Potter tumbler in the hall and the glitter in the cup spilled everywhere, to the time you fell down the stairs at our regional one-and-play competition during our performance and kept reenacting it with Cutter, your chaotic humor and hilarious presence make everyone around you smile, and I will always keep those many, many moments stored in my heart. And then there's Bryson. How do I describe Bryson? Bryson joined our class this last year of ours, and I could not have been happier for that choice he made. Bryson has always managed to put a smile on my face and everyone else's with his constant encouragement and entertaining personality. You have no idea how much I consider my time with you a fondful memory and a privilege. I hope the rest of you can look around and consider your time spent with certain friends a beautiful moment in the great long journey that is life. Lesson number 5. I know the last one, thank you. My last lesson stands as the most important, and I hope you remember this as you leave this place. My final quote has been my favorite Bible verse for a while now, and I believe the meaning behind it can be directly pointed towards this moment. 1 Timothy 4:12 says, Do not let anyone look down on you because you are young, but rather set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Stepping into college or your career, you can't let judgments from others tear you down. Instead, you need to show the world exactly what you are capable of, and set an example for others behind you that are on the same path. During my time here, I hope I encouraged you and everyone else in this gym with my words because I'm so proud of the accomplishments I've witnessed. During my time here, I hope I have behaved as a model of what Highland strives to be, a student of integrity, friendship, and leadership. During my time here, I hope I have shown you love, for I will always love the people here tonight that have stood by my side. During my time here, I hope I have shared my faith with you, for God cares, God forgives, and God loves. And lastly, during my time here, I hope I have shown you a pure heart, for I want my mark in this community to be remembered as a kind, hard-working member of this school. The future can be full of limitations, full of judgments, and full of darkness, but it can also be full of possibilities, full of goodness, and full of light. It's up to you, though, to be the light. So there, those are my 5 lessons that I'd like for you to take with you as you step into the world outside of Highland. Thank you again to everyone here tonight. Your support and love has always been a choice. No one made you or forced you. You all chose to care for us, and you all chose to be here. We sincerely thank you. As for y'all in this front row, I know I've said enough, but I really am proud of all of us. Let's be honest, it wasn't always easy, but look around you. This is really happening. And I personally would not have wanted to do this with any other class. These last words I'm about to say, just know I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of you, but more importantly, God loves each and every one of you and has a great plan for each and every one of you. Thank you and congratulations.
3 children, Ashley, Britt, and Dylan. Their youngest son, Dylan, graduated from Highland in 2017. They have 5 grandchildren, all of which have attended or graduated from Highland. Their oldest, Dakota, graduated in 2019. Madison is graduating tonight. And the other 3, Kaysen, Grady, and Sterling, have a few more years left to make their mark. Again, at this time, if you would, have a round of applause for Billy and Patty Miles.
Alright, most may know I'm not much of a speaker, so I'm going to make this short and sweet. The person that is speaking today is Tanya Moffat, but mainly known to us as Hannah. This woman is the nicest woman I've ever met that has a heart full of love. Anyone that has met her knows that she is an angel and deserves the world. She has always been my top supporter, and not only that, but since I came here in 6th grade, she did nothing but support my entire class with open arms. She only sees the best of us, even if we don't see it ourselves, and loves every one of us. So if you would, Nana, please make your way to the podium.
Yes, y'all know who I am. I just can't express to y'all how these 6 people touched my heart and my soul. And each one of you are going to be truly missed, but when you leave, you're going to take a part of me with you. And I'm going to keep a part of you with me, always and forever. So let's try, if I can see if I can get through this. Okay, Philippians 4:13 says, you can do all things through Christ which strengthens you. What an honor and a privilege it is to stand before this class of 2022. When Justynne and Asia asked me to speak, my first questions to them were, does Colton know? You're asking me to do this, and they said, he did, so here we go. I thought about telling stories on each one of you, but with the help of your parents, I will tell you how we see each of you in our eyes and our hearts. Gage. I have come to know you as a very caring young man, willing to help anyone. You, my friend, are a strong and very sweet young man, and I have enjoyed getting to know you through the years. And one of my favorite memories of you, Gage, is powerlifting and watching you excel in something that you really, really did well in. Always remember, Gage, you will go far in life. Okay, Nate. Some of the kids I know a little bit more than I do the others. Nate, you're strong and very indestructible young man. Even though you come across that way, deep down inside, you are a sweet, caring young man. And I know this because when you smile, it shows that soft side, Nate. So never stop smiling, never. One of my favorite memories of him, and if y'all know me, y'all know I don't like track, and I've come to figure out I'm not a fan of powerlifting either. But one of my favorite memories with him is the times that he spent at my house with us, and then also running up and down the football field. Between him and Crae, they're two very big beasts on the football field, and powerlifting. So Nate, go be you, do you. Madison, I cannot express how sweet this young lady is. Such a loyal young lady. Madison's always willing to help me, so I'm sure she'll help anyone with anything. Thank you for always being yourself, and please never stop. And Madison, you're going to be greatly missed through all the cheerleading stuff that you helped me with last year. I couldn't have done it without you. But most of all, those little pre-Kers, girl, they're going to miss your face so much, and we love you so dearly. So go and enjoy it. Go be you. Crae. You are the most encouraging young man I know. You are an awesome role model for all the kids, and you have such a sweet soul. And your love for God shows this. Please, Crae, never change. One of my favorite memories of Crae is just anything he did. I liked watching the football, but I guess the most favorite was at regionals this year in track when I sing 1, 2, 3 on the podium for the hurdles. I will never forget that picture in my mind, Crae. Just know that I just know you're going to do awesome things in life, but never forget, I'm always just a phone call away. Asia. I have never seen you without a smile on your face. You're a very caring and lovable young lady. I will miss your sweet hugs that you always gave me. Thank you for that. Asia, never stop being the caring and lovable young lady you are. I can't express. I haven't known Asia as long as I've known the others because she's just coming into the class, but it took her a little while to get used to me, and knowing that I'm that crazy Nana that's going to be around no matter what. But she finally realized I wasn't going to bite. So, Hunter, you're a very intelligent, kind, and fun-spirited young man. I love your spirit of life. Never afraid to try just about anything, even if it's dangerous, and I've seen you try some scary things. Please always continue to be you. But one of my favorite memories of him is at my house one night, and Crae wasn't there, but the kids were over swimming, and they decided they were going to go kidnap Crae's dog and send a picture to him asking if he really cared about his dog. But when they got over to Crae's house, they realized his parents were still there, so they didn't break in. Okay, Crae. Okay, yesterday or the day before, I was at Walmart, and these kids, I love them dearly, but Crae and Bryson, they see me in Walmart, and it never stops. I don't care where you're at, these kids. But Crae and Bryson just walked up to me and gave me the biggest hug. Do y'all know how happy y'all make me whenever y'all just say, hey, I love you, and give you a hug? It's the greatest thing ever. Crae, you're an enthusiastic and very energetic. Love your life. Your energetic love for life. So much. We have seen this in all that you do, from speaking at pep rallies to playing football, basketball, track, and powerlifting, and most of all, your rodeoing. We're so proud of you. There is one thing I will never forget, and it's your heart of gold. And you made me cry when you spoke at the Fields of Faith. What can I say, but you're one amazing young man. And like I said, he's one of those 1, 2, 3 at the track meet. But he is pole vaulting. Crae, I'll never forget you. Y'all are too close. Stop. I'll never forget you. I'll never forget your smile and your love for life. Just keep going. Bryson, Tudor, you have such a big heart, and your love for life you love life so much. You have this never give up attitude. And you keep everyone laughing. You keep their spirits high. So you go do you, and Tudor, you will always be amazing. Okay, y'all, that's his nickname that his dad gave him. But he waits until the end of the school year to tell me this name, so I can't use it during football season, so he could have heard me yell it while he's running up and down the field. Because I would have done that. Go be you, Presley. Go be you. Presley. You have a beautiful smile with a beautiful personality. And a very calm, sweet spirit. You're so empathetic to others, and you're one of a kind. I will miss seeing your smile while walking down the halls of school. Presley, stay true to yourself, and sweetie, you'll go far. Each one of these kids they hold a special place in my heart. Presley, you just since 6th grade, you just caught me. Your smile, your love for life, and I just can't tell you how much I care for you. I love you so much. I'm gonna skip on over. I'm gonna go to Levi. Levi, you're a very determined young man in all you do. You make what you do look easy. I see a very quiet spirit about you. Always keep your loyal and determined spirit, and you'll go far. My favorite memory of Levi is when he walks up to Colton's house one day, and he has a TV in one hand and a game system in the other, because evidently they didn't have enough TVs and game systems at Colton's house, so they could all play together against one another. I'll never forget that. Never. Justynne, you are kind-hearted with a beautiful smile that lights up a room. You're a very strong, independent person, and that is the reason everyone loves you so much. Justynne, keep smiling and always be true to yourself, and you will never fail. I'm so going to miss your smile. I'm so going to miss you yelling on the football field to keep everybody fired up, whether we're down by 20 or up by 40. You're there. And watching you perform 1A plays, been my favorite time. Of course, everybody knows I love 1A plays. And you have done amazing in that. Thank you so much for letting me be that crazy grandma following you around. Okay? Katie. Oh, baby, here's Gracie's. Sorry, Gracie. Gracie, when you smile, all I see is the sunshine in your soul. You are the strongest young lady I know, and you have persevered through some of the really tough times in these last 2 years. But what I love most about you is you gave it to God, and you came out stronger than you were. Please continue to trust in God, and you only get anything. Okay, Gracie, I love watching her play basketball, but like I said, she had to step down for an illness. And but 1A play this year really got me. Gracie had to be mean. I never knew Miss Merriman could bring meanness out in Gracie Rawlings, which is the sweetest kid you'll ever meet. And she did it. And Gracie, you did wonderful. And you brought it all out on that stage. 1A play. Way to go, girl. Love you. Katie. When I first met you, I thought, wow, she's so quiet. And in a class full of independent kids with strong opinions, but getting to know you, I thought, she can hold her own. She's in this class, she has her own opinions, and she's very strong-willed. You have a sweet, tender heart. You're with your own opinions. Keep your sweet spirit, and you know you're loved by all. Watching her be sporty was amazing. She really came out of a shell, and something I never thought that she would do. But you put her in a costume, nobody knows who she is. And she's there. She's good. Court. You are genuinely a very honest young man. You are a great role model, and I think that all the times I have known you, I've never seen you mad. But that's just me. Court, you have a heart of gold. Favorite memories of Court is just watching you. I mean, all of a sudden, the boy pops out of something and he can do whatever you put him in. He can just do it. And there's only one thing I can say about Court, and if y'all don't know this, I'm going to tell you now. This white boy, he can jump. Yeah. Creed, you're a beast. On the football field, track, powerlifting. I love the determination that you give and all you do. I will always remember you as the Greek god of athletics. Please never change. Always be kind, loving as you are. So, Creed, I ask each parent for 2 words expressing how they saw their children. So Creed's mom and dad gave me theirs, but Creed gave me one. Okay? And if y'all know Creed will say this. So I didn't pull this out, Creed told me. So when you describe Creed, he describes himself as sexy. So everybody knows that Creed would say that too. So Creed, you go be that sexy beast you are, okay? Okay, Colton. Save the best for last. Is that what you say? But no, y'all are all good. I love each one of you. Colton. I didn't forget you, CJ. It's been so much fun to watch you these last 4 years grow into the sweet, loving young man that you are today. thing I see most is how much confidence that you have gained over the years in yourself, and that's all I've ever wanted for you. Your mom and dad say you are a strong-willed young man. We all know you are. We all know you are, Colton, but this is the reason we love you so much. You can go out and do you, and you will do great things in life. Your mom and dad say they're your biggest fan. Well, standing right behind them is Papa, and I. And we love you, say Bob, more than you'll ever know. One of my favorite memories about Colton is the day he was born. So I'll let you know, this is my grandson. And so the day he was born, he took my finger and he grabbed a hold. And from that point on, Colton, you had my heart. You had Papa's heart too, and Papa's. And we just want you to know that we will always be there for you, no matter what. But as I stand before this class of 16, I want y'all to know that I and any of your parents, the faculty at Highland, anybody, you need anything, help with anything, they're always here. They've always welcomed everybody. I could never praise Highland more than I can today because of the people, the kids you're graduating. This is one class. You're going out with a bang. Regionals in almost everything you did. State in almost everything you did. You know, so how can you not be proud of yourselves? Keep your head high and say, hey, I was that class. I did that. So I've got a few more things to say so my daughter won't get mad at me. Proverbs 16:3 says, commit to the Lord in all you do, and you will succeed. So to the class of 2020, never give up, and you will all succeed whatever life throws at you. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Thank you for the honor of allowing me to be that crazy Nana to all of you. Love you guys to the moon and back. Now I have like 2 more things that I'd like to say, or 3. Just want to get ready. If you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. End is not the end. In fact, end means effort never dies. If you get no as an answer, remember, no means next opportunity. Now, if I could give each one of you 3 things, this is what I would give you. It would be the confidence to always know your self-worth, the strength to chase your dreams, and the ability to know how truly, deeply loved you are. Thank you.
I'm Shay Holster, I'm the counselor, and I would like to share with everyone information about the graduates' future plans and some awards they have received while in high school. Gage Baldra. Gage plans to enter the workforce. He works for Ski Texas Grill. Gage tonight is wearing a red cord because he has received the Distinguished Level of Achievement, and he's wearing a white cord because he is a state qualifier for powerlifting. Nate Bennett. Nate plans to go to South Plains College, where he will major in power transmission technology. He received the Highland Scholarship. Tonight he's wearing a red cord because he received the Distinguished Level of Achievement, a white cord for being a state qualifier in powerlifting, and a silver cord for being a state qualifier in robotics. Madison Bowen. Madison plans to attend South Plains College, where she will major in early education. She received the Darren Stevens Memorial Scholarship and the Highland Ag Booster Scholarship. She's wearing a red cord tonight because she received the Distinguished Level of Achievement and a tan cord for being a state qualifier for one-act play. Asia DeLeon. Asia plans to attend Texas State Technical College, where she will major in nursing. She received the Rolling Plains Memorial Hospital Nursing Scholarship, the Hazel Nunn TSTC Scholarship, and the Highland Scholarship. She's wearing a red cord tonight in recognition of having the Distinguished Level of Achievement. Hunter Hay. Hunter plans to attend West Texas A&M University, where Crae Chapman. Crae plans to attend Texas Tech University. He received the Colton King Memorial Scholarship, the Nolan County Rifle and Pistol Club Scholarship, the Panhandle Plains Higher Education Foundation Windmill Scholarship, the Leadership Training for Crafts Richard Parker Scholarship, the Texas Tech Presidential Merit Scholarship, the Texas Tech Helen DeVitt Jones Leadership Scholarship, the Texas Tech Honors Initiative Scholarship, the Highland Scholarship. Tonight he wears a red cord in recognition of Distinguished Level of Achievement, a silver cord for being a state qualifier in robotics, a light blue cord for being a state qualifier in UIL academics, a white cord for being a state qualifier in track, and a tan cord for being a state qualifier in one-act play. He is our valedictorian.
I would first like to congratulate you on this milestone and commend you on the many accomplishments you have achieved both individually and as a class. This is a unique class to me. My son entered this class in kindergarten. I taught them self-contained in 5th grade. I became their class sponsor in 6th grade, the assistant principal in 8th grade, and I'm graduating them tonight as their principal. Nana, if I could describe this class, it would be exhausting, relentless, and unselfish. Exhausting because they all do it all. And we all know because we've been following them around. They know no limits. I don't recall a class in the last 14 years being here that we had to hang this many stay cords around your neck. That's why we were late to graduation tonight. They are relentless. They're relentless in their pursuit of excellence. They didn't let a setback define who they were. They were terrible in basketball in junior high. They showed up and they showed off. They have learned to use the talents of each other to better themselves and to beat you. This class will never be outworked. And finally, and probably most importantly, they are unselfish. This class is extremely diverse and unbelievably crafty. They work together effortlessly and do not care who gets the credit. They celebrate each other's victories and they hold each other accountable when they're set back. This class will accomplish amazing things because they know how to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Highland will miss this set of leaders, and the legacy they leave behind will be one we reference often. Thank you to the class of 2022 for your contribution to Highland. As leaders, competitors, role models, and friends, the world is waiting for you. I always say go be great. So Mr. Phillips and the board of trustees for Highland ISD, I certify that these students have met all academic requirements set forth by the state of Texas and Highland ISD. They are now eligible to receive their diplomas. I present to you the class of 2022.
Gage Lee Balthron. Nathan Daniel Bennett. Bowen. Jackson McCrae Chapman. Asia Elizabeth De Leon. Hunter Lynn Hetty. Lawson Quay Lloyd. Bryson Terry McGee. Presley Grace Montgomery. Colton James Morgan. Levi Blaine Muncie. Justynne Regale Petty. Gracie Morgan Rawlings. Katie Elizabeth Reed. Court Benjamin Sargent. Crae Tate Turney. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you one more time the class of 2022.
Please remain covered and bow your heads with me. Dear Heavenly Father, we are grateful for the opportunity to celebrate our class's accomplishments this evening. Thank you for placing this school, our teachers, coaches, and friends in our journey this far. We know you have plans for us to prosper. God, we pray for those plans, your direction, our purpose, and our hearts to listen. We are humble at all the blessings you've given us, and we ask for protection and guidance as we begin this new journey. May our grateful hearts always give glory back to you. Amen.
thank you for attending our graduation. You're more than welcome to take pictures and join us for a reception in the cafeteria. Have a good evening.